I'm Mike Rankin, Director of Technology for Mazzetti. Mazzetti is a mechanical engineering firm based in San Francisco. We have offices throughout the U.S. We design primarily healthcare spaces, so hospitals, medical research facilities. The systems inside of a hospital are fairly complex. It's amazing what our engineers go through to design these things, and I provide the technology so they can do it. If you were to look at the business assets that we have, data is probably our most critical asset, besides our people. We've got data that goes back 25 years. The amount of data now that we're storing, the data growth is exponential. There's an application called Revit that we use as our parametric modeler. We build the building virtually before we actually build it physically. That takes a lot of horsepower, takes a lot of compute to make that happen at the desktop level, but there's also a huge infrastructure component to service all that need. If the infrastructure fails, we fail. Time is money in our business. We've really streamlined things over the past several years to take complexity out of our environment. We've got core data centers in Denver and in San Francisco, and those two data centers talk to each other, talk to all the branch offices. We do a lot of work sharing, so we've deployed a cloud strategy for that for our project-based files. We're a VMware shop. We also use Veeam for backups. And so we've deployed a second tier that essentially manages that stack. The third tier we've deployed, which is the newest, which is the Hedvig, has been both a Veeam backup and archival storage, and we're also using it now as a cloud gateway. We're hooking that up to Amazon S3 so we can maintain that on-prem, so we can have fast storage for people to access the archives, but we've got a cloud copy off-site, and as projects go dormant, we pop that into the archive because we're trying to keep things as clean as possible in our different office folders. Say we bring up a hospital that we worked on 10 years ago and we need to pull those files back. We're dumping those out of the archive, which again is local off the Hedvig. We've chosen Hedvig as that solution because we like that software-defined model. With software-defined storage, it does offer us a lot of flexibility. We can upgrade it anytime we want to. We can put whatever white box we want behind it. It makes it very cost-effective for us. I've been in this industry now for 20 plus years and done many upgrades, and they get painful because if you want to upgrade some arrays to the latest firmware, they're like, well, you don't have the latest controller, so you can't do it. So now we're talking a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort to be able to do that. So again, the flexibility there for us is key. Cost savings are significant, mainly because we're, again, not looking at a forklift upgrade. Currently, we deployed Hedvig on Supermicro servers, so the combination between Hedvig and Supermicro is providing the storage right now for our archives. One of the beauties of the solution is it does dedupe for us. So as a lot of our data is duplicate data, so as we dump data to it, we're not having to worry about are we taking up too much space, because we're not. If you look at software-defined storage, you would think maybe it doesn't include a lot of the commonly used technologies like snapshots, like dedupe, but it does. And it's doing everything that traditional stack in my data center used to do, but it's doing it as software-defined. So again, I'm not losing anything by going to the solution. I'm gaining quite a bit actually. I tend to trust the technology because I know the people behind it. So at Hedvig, the experiences that I've had have been nothing but positive. So we definitely see a role for Hedvig moving forward for this next 10, 15 years.